back officially for the new year 2025. My name is Efetiri, and this is the Triple F podcast. Yes, we missed you too. And today, starting off the year, I have a very special guest on my seat today. Today, I'll be talking with my baby sister, my kid sister, AG Baby. Welcome to the Triple F podcast. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Jay, you know, it's wee.
Slightly hungry, but I'm fine.
You're slightly hungry. Okay, there's food. This is the
Thank
Triple F
God.
podcast where we talk family, food, and friendship. So we'll eat later.
Okay.
Okay, so today I'll be asking you some very spontaneous questions off my head.
Okay.
You've been my sister all my life. So
Well, technically all my life.
all my life too now.
Fair.
Good. So first off, you're the last child of 7 children, right?
Yes.
What does it feel like to be the last baby of the house? What's the feeling like? And, what are some of the benefits you think you've gotten over the years because you're the last born?
Okay, so feeling, I would describe it as, when you're in a car and the rooftop is down and you just come out and the wind is
Like-
blowing in your hair.
Like a convertible.
Yes, that's
Okay.
that's the general feeling.
Okay.
Because you don't really have to worry a lot. There's not so much pressure on you because you don't have anybody that you are setting an example for.
Okay.
So the 6 people in front of me, they've been there, done that. I'm just breezing through life.
You're just breezing through.
Yes.
You're just breezing through life.
That's the feeling.
Okay.
And the advantage is that, okay, so I have a lot of people to learn from. Learn from their mistakes. I have paths that I can follow, and just generally knowing that I will get what I want at the end of the day. Like that
With your
confidence.
full chest.
My full chest,
Really?
one way or the other,
Ah.
I will get what I want.
Okay, talking about lessons, in what ways do you think I have influenced you, whether positive or negative, in the course of growing up, even as a teenager, and then you're a young adult, you're in your 20s, right?
Yes.
So in what ways would you say I have influenced you, directly or indirectly? What are some things you think you consciously picked up from me? Maybe you started doing them because I did.
Yeah.
Or you stopped because I stopped doing them as well.
Okay, so I think the first would be your sense of style. I always liked wearing your clothes, stealing your shoes. I
Did you
remember
forget it?
one summer lesson, everything I wore for that lesson was from your wardrobe. Like
Okay.
for the 2 weeks that I had to go to school, and I was like, yes, from my sister's wardrobe, from my sister's wardrobe.
Nice.
Then I think I enjoyed cooking because of you also, like cooking non-traditional food. Yes, like when you start making all these sauces in the house, I'm like, I need to learn how to do that.
Loudest.
I need to learn how to do that. And then you're very outspoken.
Okay.
You say what's on your mind, regardless of who is in the room. If you feel something is wrong, you say it. If you feel something is right, you say it. And I think somewhere along the line, I
also
have
picked
picked that up too. Like I cannot sit still when something is wrong, or try and be quiet.
Or pretend.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot pretend. I will always say it.
If your mouth doesn't say it.
My face will say it. If my mouth does not say it, my face is always going to say it.
Okay.
So yes, I learned that. And then even in camp recently, when I joined the broadcasting service, it was just easy. I just think off the top of my head, okay, what does my sister do? Copy and paste. Copy and paste all the time. So
Aww,
yes.
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you so much. It's good to know that I have a very good influence on her, Okay, moving on. Remember, these questions are spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's off my head. So the first answer that comes to mind, you
Okay.
just be as honest as possible.
All
The
right.
next thing I'd like to know is, who would you say you're closest to out of your 6 siblings?
Out of my siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 2 brothers, 5 sisters.
Yes.
Who would you say is your go-to person? Maybe something is happening to you. Who, aside mom and dad, who would you call first? I feel like I know this person, but I need to hear it.
So it depends, right?
Okay.
If it's something that I need the truth, I need the person to tell me as it is, I would call Onome straight up. I'd call
Okay.
Onome and be like, Because I know he's not going to mince words. He's going to tell me black or white. But then if I need somebody to cuddle, and I'll just call Rume. I'll call Rume and be like, oh, see what happened, this. And then she's not even going to try and provide a solution. So if I'm not looking for a solution, I'm going to Rume. I just want somebody to tell me, it's not your fault. Yes. But then if I want the truth, I'm tired of deluding myself.
Okay.
I'll call on a man.
So Onome is like your go-to person when you need to hear the hard truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Tough love on a man.
So me, I don't give you tough love.
It's tougher than Onome's own. I don't know how that is possible, but it's tougher than Onome's own. So
Okay,
yes.
nice. Onome was the person that came to mind. I mean,
Yes.
it's very obvious.
What
And
guys?
another thing I'd like to know is
Mhm.
when you're upset, when you're angry, one way everybody knows in the house that, oh, AJPP is angry or is angry is that you become very moody and then you start listening to Billie Eilish.
Oh my
And I know
gosh.
that thing turns off daddy. Like, he gets him mad, literally. He's like, what's wrong with your sister? Why is she listening to weird songs? Why do you do that?
Okay. First of all, I like to state for the record that was a phase. That was a phase. Yes.
A phase that lasted for a very long time,
A
guys.
phase of Billie Eilish. That was a phase, yes. But generally, while I was younger, I didn't like being the last some days. I didn't like the fact that everybody used to tell me that I'm small and I'm the last.
Okay.
And I did not like being reminded because I knew that, oh, there were all these people in front of me. So I didn't like
A
the
constant reminder of it.
Yes. So whenever I was sad or unhappy, I would just withdraw to my own space and be quiet. And then listening to music made me feel better. It made me feel better.
But your
then
choice of music, Agogo.
people saw the music as depressing. I saw it as...
Yeah, that's the word,
I
depressing.
mean, it's not the most uplifting.
That's what
but
mommy said.
Mommy was worried. But there was a day she came and Rume heard me listening to a particular song and she went to call mommy and mommy was like, please now. Please. What do you want? She had it up to here. She's like, no. In fact, take those earphones. She took my earphones. She's like, if you want to listen to music, we should hear it. And that day, she made the decree that she's never buying me headphones or AirPods. She'll buy me a speaker because she wants to hear what I'm listening to also. But then generally, I found the music uplifting or like it filled the silence. So it wasn't anything too serious. Yes.
Okay. Would you consider yourself a mischievous girl or sibling per se? Are you mischievous? I know you're a very sweet person. You're very smart, intelligent, but you're stubborn.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes. Recently, I've come to terms with it. That I am stubborn.
Please, I didn't hear you.
That
Say
I
it
am
again.
stubborn.
Say it again.
Vice President of Coconut Head Association. That's me.
Okay.
Yes.
So you agree that you're stubborn, you're mischievous.
Not mischievous, maybe troublesome, slightly troublesome. I like to stir the waters every now and then.
So you do that deliberately?
Yes, now. But of course. Yes, now. It's intentional.
To get what you want?
Not even what I want. Sometimes when I see that everywhere is just quiet, I'm like, what can I do to ruffle the feathers? You know.
Wow.
Bring... What's the word? Bring a spark into these people's lives.
Isn't that a spark?
Because I feel like without being, I feel
sentimental.
like, yes, I am the glue in the family. So yes, I'm the one that, makes people have a good time.
Wow.
Yes.
With so much pride.
Yes.
You need to see her face.
Like I feel like I'm living out my name. My name is happiness. So
you bring so much happiness.
Yes, I feel like I do one way or the other.
Okay.
Subconsciously, you guys would not notice, but I do.
So in this your habit of stirring up trouble once in a while, is that why you ran away from school? During secondary school days?
Oh my God.
We really never got to talk about it. This girl ran off. She was in a boarding house. And then at the close of school one day, she left with, it was day student and boarders, right? She left school. How old were you again?
I just turned 10. 10. I was 10 years
What
old.
happened? Like, did you at any point when you were coming home, did you think, what if something bad happened to me? How will mommy and daddy feel? How will my siblings feel? Did that cross your mind? Because I mean,
No.
it was a long distance. What gave you the boldness to leave school?
Okay. So I felt like I was deceived into entering the school, which I was. And
Deceive or you were...
I was tricked. Because when I was writing all the entrance exams, mommy just said, oh, she just wanted to like keep my brain sharp. She
Okay.
didn't want me to just sit idly while waiting to enter like
Yeah.
secondary school.
Okay.
So I didn't think that I was actually going to go there.
Okay.
But it was the Sunday we're preparing to go that it dawned on me that wait till I'm going to that place.
But I went to
So-
a boarding house.
Yes,
And it wasn't
did.
so bad. I mean, 6 years. I did 6 years in the boarding house.
I think for secondary school, I had a picture.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So Onome was head prefect.
Head prefect, yeah.
Officer she was also meant to be senior prefect also.
Mm.
So there was a legacy, right, at New Era that I was meant to
Just follow. Okay.
Yeah. So Rume was meant to be by my side. We're meant to do it together and all the things and all the people that I knew. So taking me away from that environment, I did not like that. And I tried to adjust with the first term. It didn't work. And then when I left the boarding system, I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm a boarder. That's why I don't like this place. Day school wasn't just working. And that day that I left, if you remember, I was inter-house sports. You came for that inter-house sports, right? And I made my team lose the relay race. And then everybody was just like, oh, look what you've done, blah, blah, blah. I felt so bad. And then after you left, because I waited for you to leave, and in my head, I was like, no, I can't do this again. I need to go home. Like, I just need to go to my house, to a place that is familiar. So when I was leaving, I wasn't scared that, oh, something would happen to me on the way.
But you knew there was going to be consequences for your action. Did you?
I didn't factor that in. All I factored was, do you remember the road home? Yes. Do you have enough money? Yes. Go.
But you did not even come home. You went straight to Mommy Awebede's house.
Because I knew I needed a buffer. And she was my buffer.
You needed a soft landing.
Yes. Because I feel like if I showed up at the door, mommy would be in shock. Like, it would be too much.
Yes. I mean, you got everybody worried. Honestly, you got us worried.
And then I went, the first attempt didn't work anyway, guys. My parents sent me right back. The following weekend, they sent me back. And then...
but she eventually left.
I mean, again.
My dad had to think about it. You know, if this is what you want, why not? You want to school at home? No problem. Okay. Yes. Moving on, let's talk about boys. Let's talk about boys. I mean, you're no longer a teenager. And there is no way on God's green earth you tell me that somebody has not told you, I like you. So, which of us do you have conversations about boys with? Who do you go to when you like somebody, or maybe when somebody shows interest in you? Rume.
Yes, it's Rume.
I thought you were going to say Onome or even Yero, like Uncle Expensive.
Uncle Expensive more recently.
Okay.
From the get-go, it's Rume. Because we're closer in age. Sometimes I forget that she's like older than I am. So I see her as
somebody you can easily talk to.
Yeah, so we just talk about it. Yes. So it's Rume, and then recently Uncle Expensive, because he's always he would circle back and be like, what are you up to?
He knows, right?
Yeah, so him.
Oh, okay. And you guys are able to figure it out?
Yes, we do. We do. In fact, I'm the one that she comes to. Rume comes to me more often than not.
Okay.
Like, oh, this is what's going on.
So why don't you talk to me or a Siri? What? Just what's your reason?
You is more understandable. I felt like, okay, so you've always seen me as your younger sister, right? So coming to terms with me becoming an adult, yes, it might be difficult for you, right? So I knew that at some point we will have these conversations, but not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to bother you with them. Like, now when it's time for it, we would have the conversation. Oh, bro, say Siri, what do you mean? he's never going to see me as an adult. Like, never.
He's always going to see like
little
baby
sister.
sister.
Yes.
Okay.
So
no wahala. When you're ready, I am.
Okay.
I am. Whenever you're ready. And then to wrap this up, growing up, there are so many do's and don'ts, for you, especially as the last baby of the home. Everybody was super protective of you and all of that. What were some things you really wanted to do then, but you were told, no, you're not old enough? I mean, I remember when you turned 18, the first thing you said, now you can own a gun. Was that what you wrote on the WhatsApp group? You said now you can vote and you have access to
vote.
You were so eager to vote and all of that. Or what was one thing that you really wanted to do in your teenage years, but everyone, including mom and dad, said, no, you're not old enough. You get to that stage. And eventually you are now an adult and you realize it's not really worth it. Is there anything?
It would probably be get piercings and dye my hair because
Okay.
the remaining things, I got away with a lot of things. I'm not even going to lie.
Really?
Yes, the restrictions that you guys had growing up,
you didn't.
I did not
You
have it
didn't. I
at
mean, you started
all.
using phone when?
Just two.
Okay.
Just two. So, and then it kept changing and daddy just kept...
Daddy got you 2 dogs. The same daddy that forbids dog in his house got you 2.
I think the most shocking one wasn't even the dogs. It was when I got robbed. Remember when I got robbed like 2 days to my birthday? Or a day to my birthday. And then daddy was so angry. He was just like, oh, why can't you be careful? My birthday morning, daddy came with a new phone. I was like,
as per last born.
Take. So
last born privilege.
I got away with a lot. It's just, things like piercing my ears and dyeing my hair. That I think mommy would be like, oh no, she doesn't like that. That was it. But going out, I could go out as long as they knew where I was going, who I was with. Mommy even preferred my friends coming over. I always had people over at the house.
Okay.
So my restrictions were not a lot, really. They weren't a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Finally, what if by some chance mommy dropped the bombshell and says, I'm expecting another baby?
No. No.
No. No. You don't want a baby sister, brother? Me, I want to.
No, I don't.
Why?
I cannot.
Which one is you cannot?
Then I'll be expected to consider one person behind me.
The same way we've been considering you all our lives.
I feel like the child will like me a lot. No.
You don't want to share.
Sorry, there's no space for you here. Leave my parents alone.
So you don't want another sibling?
No, I don't.
You just want nieces and nephews?
Yeah, even then, when I'm reminded that you have nieces, okay. Okay.
You know, I've not given you anyone. No. I'll give you 3. I promise 3. So get ready. Since you don't want your younger sibling.
Just don't leave them with me for too long. I'll always return them to you.
All right, guys. That's it on today's episode. Yeah, I got to share, what will I call it now? Moment with my sister. And we hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, share this post, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.